everyone. Welcome to this fine Sunday morning. Fine program. I heard this sound. It was like a bombinating sound. I don't know if it was the dishwasher or the laundry. I have so many things on the go. Nevertheless, we're here. I hope it's okay. By the way, you can't tell. Or maybe you can. I got my hair cut last week. They didn't. The thing was, I'm just going to grow out the sides like everything else because I used to have them short. And she's like, honestly, if you cut them short, they're just going to come back to this pretty soon. I can definitely tell it's shorter here for sure. Now I can tell I feel so fresh, but then this is still crazy because that's the brand now. But let's talk. There's so many people to talk to. Good morning. Oh yeah, I'm wearing more of those anatomical isolation pouch underwear. My anatomy is isolated, are my emotions. But these are some briefs. And they're fun. Are they briefs? No, they're boxer briefs. And they're nice and they're blue. There's people called sheath. And what I noticed is I thought there was one pouch for one thing and then one pouch for the other thing. But it's actually one pouch for everything. And then the next pouch after it is an exit if you have to pee or something. Because otherwise it's very if you put it out there, there's only like one flap for it to just pop out. If I'm walking around the mall or something, it's not a really good look. So I'm learning how to use them. I'm operating and look at me, I'm swinging around, we're having a hoot. Let's talk. The chat is hopping. The joint is jumping. Spot Center said, another pouch. You're going to have to start calling yourself Dr. Pouchy. I think I will pass on that nickname. Oh, wait. Looks like I'm first. I always wanted to write first on a comment section. Seemed like only the cool kids got to do it. Sweet. Actually, Spot Center, you got to have a lot of time on your hands. You should be not. If you want to be first, you can't really be cool. You got to get there really, really early before any of the shit starts. Before anyone else even wanted to comment. I think you got to take the risk. You got to say, I have the time on my hands. Spot Center said second. Never did that before. Congratulations. Spot Center is also third by saying, I'm wired on old school Steve Carino coffee. I once saw him have an opponent in a compromising position and then proceeded to shove his thumb. See, I don't even need to read the rest of that because I know he would do. That was a signature move for him. I tell you, there's so many nerve endings there that you could really paralyze your opponent. And that's the sound veteran psychology behind it. SM said, good morning, everyone. The new pose in the thumbnail makes RJ's arms look super swole. I changed it up. I'm living it up. My haircut. I'm a different guy. Bill Alexander, whose birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday to you, Bill. Said, happy Sunday, RJ and fellow coffee connoisseurs. Nice to start off with something mellow. How about Still Crazy After All These Years by Paul Simon, which is one of my favorite songs. Very sweet. Happy birthday to you, Bill. I met my old lover on the street last night. She seemed so glad to see me. I just smiled and we talked about some old times and we drank ourselves some beers. Still crazy after all these years. Oh, still crazy after all these years. I'm not the kind of man who tends to socialize. I seem to lean on old familiar ways. And I ain't no fool for love songs that whisper in my ears. Still crazy after all these years. Oh, still crazy after all these years. 4 a.m, tapped out, yawning, longing my life away. I'll never worry, why should I? It's all gonna fade. And then there's a saxophone solo, but I really can't get into it because it's too high. Now I sit by my window and I watch the cars. I fear I'll do some damage one fine day. But I would not be convicted by a jury of my peers. Still crazy after all these years. Oh, still crazy. Still crazy. Dun, dun, dun. Still crazy after all these years. Well, and it's a good birthday song. As you're we all end up crazy. It's happy birthday to you, Bill. Sky said, good morning, everybody, and RJ, I hope you're all having a lovely Sunday. I'm excited for the stream to start. Well, how are you feeling now that we're 5 minutes in? Positively E said, more pouches, please. A real kangaroo theme here. Sabrina said, good morning, everyone. Sabrina said, since it was Bill's birthday yesterday, here's a song in his honor, Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. Jesus. Uptown girl, she been living in her uptown world, but she never had a backstreet guy. But her mama never told her why. With an uptown girl, she been living in her white bed, but every day could say the backstreet guy. Did you say could make her cry? And when she walked, she just jogged in her time. And when she walked, every time with an uptown girl, she been living in a white bed world. Every day it's in the back. The music video for that is Billy Joel pretending he doesn't have a lot of money and he's a mechanic. And it's almost like Grease, like a little Grease lightning. And all the mechanics are like working on the car above them. They're like, uptown girls. And then, oh Lord, I got so excited. It's just a water bottle. And then Christy Brinkley comes out of her car and she's like, I'm rich. And then Billy Joel's like, I'm not. Even though he's fucking loaded because she would not be having sex with a guy who looks like he's slowly turning into a walrus covered in grease. That was Uptown Girl. Leo has a request. There was a song I made up when I was 6 or 7 called It's Too Late, Tubby, to Dance. Can you sing that, please? Kind regards, Leo. I never thought you would ask. Remember when we used to hang out, Leo? You would show up, your mom would drop you off at the house, and we had it, and you were always singing that song. I would never forget it. It's one of my favorites. It's too late, Tubby, to dance. It's too late, Tubby, there's no chance. Because as you know, in this dance, there's some lifting involved. And it's not a problem that my back wants solved. It's too late, Tubby, to dance. It's too late, Tubby, no chance. My advice to you would be, let's make romance. Because it's too late, Tubby, to dance. It's too late, Tubby, to dance. It's too late, Tubby, no chance. And when we're making romance, I suggest you're on the bottom. Because it's too late, Tubby, to dance. That was one of Leo's favorite songs. It's too late, Tubby, to dance. One of my favorite jokes, John Rickles was doing the roast of Orson Welles. And he said, Orson Welles has had many lovers and now they're all flat. Blue Meanie said, good morning, folks. And if you are part of Blue Meanie's Patreon, if you are not, I implore you to do so. I was on his Mind of Meanie podcast yesterday and we went like 2.5 hours and about everything pretty much. And it will be out for everyone tomorrow, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And if you do want to listen to it early, if you have time on your hands today, you can join his Patreon and listen to it now and see our faces. Otherwise, enjoy tomorrow. It was a pleasure and a delight, as is he. Aaron said, morning, meaning morning. Everyone, happy belated birthday, Bill. Everyone's saying happy birthday to Bill. Blue Meanie said, he's chilly but good. Oh, I got songs coming out of my ass. Oh my God, I missed so much shit. Let me get through this as quickly as possible. Holy shit. Michelle said, geez, the party started early this morning. Good to see everyone. Bill, I hope your birthday was fantastic. This is a Bill party here. Nell said, hair looks gorgeous, RJ, as does your face. Thank you. Hulk Hogan emoji. Michelle likes the longer hair. Singh said, hello, RJ. Hope everyone is well today. Aaron said, you can tell your ends are looking fresh. Why, thank you, even though my hair is filthy right now. Blue Meanie said, I would need an anatomical pouch the size of Dolly Parton's bra. And then when you go to the bathroom, it's really, an island in the stream. For goodness, I don't even know what these are referenced to. This so long ago. So Karia said, good morning, everyone. Jennifer said, long-time viewer, first-time commenter. Good morning, RJ. Good morning, Jennifer Davenport. Don't be ashamed. Embrace it all. Jordan said, this is my favorite shoot series. Good morning, RJ and cult members. I missed Wednesday when you plugged the WrestleVoid a ton from what I heard. WrestleVoid's a wonderful zine I was on the cover of, and Jordan puts it out, and we did a little Q&A. It's issue 11. Go find them on Instagram and click around and order them. You'll enjoy them. Jessamine Duke is late. She was lollygagging, probably gaming it up or hitting people. One of the two things she does. Val said, Meanie and Jessamine are here, just waiting on David. Then, yes, to complete the trifecta. He was Instagramming me. He's big. He's one of those people who just message you on Instagram and then but not text you back. Spot Center said, any Sweet and Sour Larry Sweeney memories? Wearing my 2 tickets to Larry Dice shirt, which I saw on your Twitter. I've never met the man. I've seen him at a show before I even started wrestling and was a big fan of his. I do not know the man. Some people have said that I remind them of him. I reject that because I thought he was fantastic and I don't enjoy myself at all. However, a big influence on the lunacy that is possible in wrestling, as is, of course, Blue Meanie. Jordan said, when Larry, David, and Cheryl think they get snubbed in the Paul Simon concert and they listen to the CD and Larry singing and reading the lyrics is the best. That's honestly one of my favorite episodes of Curb because it has Polly Holiday in it from the TV show Alice. She plays Mary Steenburgen's mother. Everyone's thanking everyone. Singh said, Uptown Song is Homer Simpson's favorite song of protest. I remember this for some reason. Bill said, so RJ, love the interview you had on Mind of Meanie yesterday. Everyone, if you haven't seen it, check it out Monday. You rock Meanie. Sabrina has a request. Superman by Eminem. It's one of my favorites. Here I am, going older all the time. Going older all the time. Getting younger in my mind. So here I am, doing everything I can. Holding on to what I am. Cause I am a Superman. I'm Eminem, I'm walking around trying to rap song, but I don't do about what to do. Sometimes I want to throw it all away. Doing everything out there, don't feel right. Don't Superman. Jack Townsend with a wonderful goldenrod request. It was also my birthday yesterday as well, but instead of a song, I would like you to request you just stare at the camera as if we have hugely disappointed you for 60 seconds. Maybe add some muttering. Let me put 60 seconds on the clock. Happy birthday to you, Jack. It's just ridiculous. Now it's enough. It's enough already. It's enough now. It's gotta end. Because and scene. Well done. That was fun, Jack. Thank you. Olivia said, you covered everything in 2 hours. You're very efficient. I don't even think in the Mimi podcast we even like talked about anything. Like it was just, it felt like everything was preamble. And then it was like 2 hours had passed and we were over. Danny said, I'll give RJ some time to rest his vocals before I send my song request. Ty said, Orson Welles. Mwaha. Leo said, can you sing the Frasier theme, but in the style of Gary V giving advice? Hey, baby, I hear the Blues calling. They're calling tossed salad and scrambled eggs. And I seem a bit confused, maybe, but I got you pegged. I got you pegged. But I don't know what to do with those tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Why? Answer the phone. They're calling again. Frasier has left the building. Buy my shoes and my wine. That was a great request, Leo. Thank you. Jessamine Duke has a wonderful request. Since you started the stream talking about bombinating, which I often do, let's hear you hum something. Well, let's hum one of my favorites then, which I heard you hum plenty of times before. That was, I think they're humming my song. I had this stupid idea in high school that I hummed Old Man River and then only sang like at the very end, like I would only sing like one word at the very end. I would do like big songs like that, hum the whole thing and say like one word in like the middle of the last sentence. I thought it was hilarious. Neil said, yesterday I discovered the song Where the Hell is Bill by Camper Van Beethoven, which was Beethoven's nephew. May we please hear it for Bill's birthday? Well, you know anything about me. I love Paul Simon, Bobby Darin, and Camper Van Beethoven. And one of the big hits, big single for him was Where the Hell is Bill? Where the hell is my old friend Bill? Can you tell me where he's gone? He went up to the cottage to see his sister and friends. I just looked around and he was gone. Where the hell is my old friend Bill? It was his birthday yesterday. Maybe he's fishing or swimming at the lake. I just wanted to sing him this song. He commented on a lot of things and often retweeted things too. And he's part of a cult that's not quite a cult. He likes to take pictures of natures and trees and things. Actually, on second thought, maybe it's a cult. That was Where the Hell is Bill? By Camper, the big Camper, Camper Van Beethoven. Blumini said, yes, RJ, your episode drops 6 a.m. tomorrow. Thanks again for your time. I feel guilty for keeping you so long. The creator's remorse. It was delightful. Neil said, we need a Jack song. So many October babies. Jack said, nope, no song for me. Just stay in a non-plus manner, which I did. I did a good job of that. That's something I'll clip from here. Andre said, good morning. Old Jessamine said, what would you call the faction of me, RJ, Blue Meanie, and David? I think Kitsch Crew would be apropos because there's really no other reason for all of us to be together. Jack said, I used to use that as the intro for my old radio show. What, the clip of me staring into the camera? Blue Meanie said, Larry Sweeney was such a sweetheart. I was fortunate to get to know him, wrestled him once. I was more than happy to do the job for him. Blue Mini question, who weren't you happy to do the job for? You were in the squad. I mean, you were so happy to do it. You commiserated with other people who were happy to do it. Oh, God, I missed so much stuff. Dear Lord. Oh, here we go. Bill has a wonderful request. Can't forget Jack. How about Singing in the Rain, which I performed in senior kindergarten? I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. A laugh up above, the clouds up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. But come on with the rain. There's a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing and dancing in the rain. My real gripe with that song is it's at least 60% dancing. Aaron said, as if we have disappointed him, is very generous. Spot Center said, you are just as, if not more entertaining than Larry. He would have been amazing in this live social media era. That, yeah, you know, it is weird to think like how limited, and because it was really not that long ago, but how limited resources there were then, and then how they had to make the most of what they had. Fucking MySpacing shit, you know? And DVDs. Missy said, can't watch live, but want to say, happy birthday, Bill. Please sing It's My Party by the wonderful, was that Leslie Gore? I think so. It's my party. I got to start lower. It's my party and I cry if I want to, cry if I want to, die if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Nobody knows where my Johnny has gone. He has Judy left the same time. Doers is holding her hand when he's supposed to be mine. It's my party and I cry if I want to, cry if I want to, die if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. But it's my party and I cry if I want to, cry if I want to, die if I want to. Dun, dun, dun. You would cry too if it happened to. Dun, 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 dun. That's actually such a depressing song considering it's the girl's birthday. There was a sequel to that song called, I believe, Judy's Turn to Cry, because she got back. I think she took Johnny back. He was a swinger. Johnny seemed to have them all. Don't go to a party with Johnny. Andre said, Superman by Eminem is my favorite song. I like the way he sang it. Well, then you get on his live stream. Patrick Broom said, I love Curb. I think my favorite episode is when Larry writes an obituary for Cheryl's aunt. Pause that. On that scene, pause it and read the blurb when they do the shot of the newspaper. It says she was an assistant to Hopalong Cassidy. Everyone's applauding. I don't know why. Positively said, just give him the Tony now. Neil said, that's how I imagine he reads our tweet. Sean said, that was way too good. I really feel like I let RJ down. The cringe in me was so heavy. Michelle said, bravissimo. Positively E said, what's a Gary V? I implore you to not look him up. Jack said, I know, right? I felt genuinely bad for a moment. That was amazing. Enigma said, now I'm picturing Christopher Walken speaking Frasier lyrics. That I can do. SM said, RJ is on fire today. Aaron said, all of this is going on RJ's reel, my demo. Neil said, the talentless. The talent is limitless. Topher came in at a weird, yeah, God bless the people who came in while I was in that minute of disappointment. Michael said it was an Emmy-worthy performance. Sean said Scream 5. The stream is incredible. Neil said, I'd like to think this is now they're playing RJ and Jessamyn's song. Yes, we're going to perform at local theater, but it'll be a revival of their playing our song. Jordan said, someone get in touch with the Good Brothers and get RJ on the next Talking Shop Mania. What? I got I have a camera and I have everything already. What do I need? What do I got to schlep all the way out there for? Enigma said, you're going to hum a one-word song, you have to go with Tequila. But no, that's not humming it. That would just be singing it. The irony is I have to sing a song that has a lot of words. Don't you see? Another request from Spot Center. I'm getting my work in. Because there's so much love here every Sunday. Please sing the Love Boat theme as Broadway favorite Harvey Fierstein. I just watched SNL sketch, and John Lovitz was doing his impression. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. The Love Boat. Don't make to wake you there. Is that so wrong? The Love Boat. You'll get out on the ocean there. That was that. I can't sing that would hurt my. I'll have no vocal cords. Love, the Love Boat. That was Harvey Fierstein singing the Love Boat theme. Neil said, "You're amazing. Thank you. Where the Hell Is My Bill is my favorite song ever." Bill also likes the song. Dear Lord, the joint is a jumping. Jennifer Davenport said, my birthday is this Friday. October babies are the best. Neil said, we need to think of some songs about Optimus for the 26th. Dear Lord. Blue Meanie said, I was happy to do the job for Larry Sweeney, that I wasn't even fazed by the fact that Ian Rotten stiffed me on my pay. That is a job well done. That challenges the definition of a job. You willingly lost to him. I wouldn't say it was a job. You know what I mean? If a plumber comes to your house and does all this stuff and then you don't pay him, it's not necessarily a job. It's just a guy who likes futzing around with pipes. At least Ian Rotten sounds like what, you know what I mean? Anything I've heard about him seems like in line with what his name sounds like. Jordan said he would name the faction the Throb Squad. Ty said senior kindergarten. Is that what they call it when you have to repeat? No, there's junior kindergarten and senior kindergarten in Ontario, I guess. Or maybe Canada as a whole. They were like half day. You got 2 years of kindergarten or something. Look, this is what I did. Neil said, maybe we need an all-around. This cult is full of October baby songs. I can't keep up. Kim said, do you like Halloween? If so, what was your favorite costume you dressed up as? I did a really good Danny DeVito in the Penguin. In Batman as the Penguin once. And it was so good that people did not realize it was me. So I think as far as success is concerned, that's it. And I also liked, being disgusting and talking like him. Andre said, I'm so glad I've turned into the stream this morning. All these songs and the singing are bringing me so much joy. This is such an entertaining morning. Thank you. Val said, we used to do the wrestling trivia and our team name was the Hand Job Squad. How would you like to lose to them? That'll be a stiff payment. Ashley said we're a collective. Sure. Nell said the RJ citizens are looking. What? Ashley said it's been so long since I've been to RJ's coffee time. It's nice to realize that nothing has changed, right? Michelle said, have a great day. Y'all love you. Godspeed, Michelle. Welcome back. Ashley Nails is here. SM has a request. Can you sing Butterfly by Crazy Town in the John Travolta voice? Also, I will say I do an impression of John Travolta on Blue Meanie's podcast. I can't remember why. Oh, I talked about the BWO invasion as John Travolta. You're my lady. Come, my lady. You're my butterfly sugar baby. They're walking. I can't. Hold on. Give me a sec. They're walking. These people, the two people are walking around, rocking and rolling. Okay, there we go. You're my lady. You're my lady. You're my butterfly sugar baby. Do you know what I mean? The town is crazy, and I got a big tattoo on my back. And we turned the contrast up on the music video so you can feel nice and warm and romantic. You're my lady. You're my lady. Come, sugar baby. This town is so crazy. You're going to love it. The little guys are walking around and there's some butterflies. That was Butterfly by Crazy Town and John Travolta. Dear Lord. There's another one here. Oh my God. Can you do the Golden Girls theme in the style of Liza Minnelli? I probably not. But Mario Cantone can. Start spreading the news. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you, Mama, for being a friend. That was my horrible impression of Liza Minnelli, which I didn't have it on my roster. Jordan said, RJ City Live at Folsom. The joint is jumping. I forgot at some point I'm going to have to make some fucking coffee. So let's do that. We're halfway through the show. Lordy. There we go. This is the cold brew again. I got some actually because it was on sale and I'm cheap. This is from some Starbucks business, but it's dark. And the Starbucks dark stuff tastes burnt. It makes it incredibly bitter, but like in a way that I don't mind. But I'm going to put a little bulletproof, of course. And then some stevia. Let's sip to taste, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, very bitter, but in a way where it will provide a nice contrast with the bulletproof. And I have two things of stevia here. Let me put it in. Can we get a wide shot of that? Can we get on camera too? Oh God, this isn't going well. This is a two-hand job. I can't hold the cup up. There we go. Maybe if a little bit. There we go. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Brigitte. There we go. Here. There we go. There. I don't think for a first time, Liza, I don't think it was that bad. I'm going to level with you. I mean, don't send it to Mario. He would probably kill me. Mario is, let's put it this way. Liza will watch clips of Mario when she forgets what she sounds like. That's how amazing his impression is. And of course he does Judy. He does that family. He has the right genetic, whatever it is. I can't believe I got my hair cut. But this part will get longer and then it'll be, I'm going to have to do this shit a lot. That's fucking annoying. Whatever. We're here now. Leo said, would you rather go on the Joe Rogan Experience or the Rubin Report? Joe Rogan, because I will only talk about news radio. Nail said, this is just getting better and better. Jordan said, Nail, he has no idea how far back he is, and his utter surprise is great. So much shit going on. Glenn said, my birthday is Monday. Can I get a happy birthday and a Charles Nelson Riley voice? No, you can't. Bill said, so let's get back on track. What's the brand of coffee? I answered that already. I'm so far back. Matt Camp is here from the wonderful French wrestling program, The Boom. He said, I was Kane in the afternoon and Stone Cold at night one year. That's the equivalent of be Dorothy in the streets, be Blanche in the sheets. It's be Kane in the streets, be Stone Cold in the sheets. You got that big beer foam gun. You're gonna have a fun time. Was I any like wrestlers? It was really embarrassing, Matt. And I have the picture and I post. It's on my Twitter somewhere, probably from last year. I was the Hurricane once for Halloween. I don't know why. I did. I think I was in a fabric store and found like the perfect material for the cape, and I'm like, here we go. And then what you don't realize at the time, and now looking back on it, how little, people knew who I was. They thought I was just a generic superhero. I'm like, no, aren't we all watching Raw? Come on, guys. Let's watch. The invasion is on. So maybe this guy's Hugh Morris or something. They're just like, okay, you're a superhero. And then I would get really mad. But I did show it to Shane, who was also David Arquette's stunt double and Ready to Rumble. So it comes full circle. I do remember one guy in grade 4, because I remember the classroom now, was Mankind. And he had a fine mask. But the corporate Mankind, that's when you have to think of when you're creating a gimmick, would it make a good Halloween costume? Because people only started being Mankind when they started wearing sweatpants and dress shirts. Easy to be for Halloween. Get your dad's white dress shirt. It's not going to fit you. It's going to look sloppy. Done and done. I think he made the mask out of belts. Blue Meanie said, did the Hand Job Squad have a secret handshake. Yes, and it involved a bottle of Jergens. People are incredibly happy, and I don't even know why, to be honest with you. How far back am I? Positively E said Rim Job City. It was my old name, the old gimmick. Singh said these are the best requests today. Spot Center said, can you have a socially distant coffee guest standing outside your window some morning? They're squirrels, but you're not going to hear them. What's the big deal? Who do I want to talk to right now? Isn't this enough? Val said, Meanie, only if we win and there was a happy ending, so not most of the time. Chris said, my favorite Halloween costume as a kid was a Superman one, mainly due to the fact that it was the last Halloween my parents were married. Your father said, I can't do it anymore. This kid's a horrible Superman. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Sorry. That would, Chris, oh God, I feel terrible. No, isn't that weird? I have those memories too, and they're broken up into like halves in my brain. When my parents were together, and then it was just like your life stopped. There was like a reset button, and you're like, all this shit. It's one of those things like major life events kind of help your brain like categorize. That was then, this is now, and I can figure out things time-wise by stuff like that. It's very unusual, but a nice Halloween for you. Aaron said, this has big sweeps week energy. This is the season premiere of RJ Makes Coffee in His Underwear. Enigma said, well, my morning has been made now positive. He said, spoilers, Crazy Town was full of smack. Is that a spoiler? Were there any questions? Nell said, RJ, how do we get these on iTunes? I need an RJ Diddy to blast out of my phone when I get any sort of notification. I don't know how you make these ringtones. They are all cover songs, except for the ones I created. Maybe I could put those in a RJ Create songs. Enigma said, dark and incredibly bitter. Are we talking about coffee or my soul? See, it's an allegory. Monty said, sorry, I'm late. Slept harder than ever. Even then, I'm fine. Amani said, sorry, I'm late. Slept harder than ever. He should meet the hand job squad. Blue Meanie said, Liza Minnelli did a great version of We Are the Champions with the band Queen at the Freddie Mercury tribute concert at Wembley Stadium. I have to look that up. She also replaced Dean Martin when his son died. They were doing that tour. I think it was called The Big Event or something, or Together Again, some shit. It was Sammy, Frank, and Dean. And Dean was like, this is not. And then Liza filled in, and they did a couple shows, and it was a hoot. Nell said, at the end of the year, if we have an RJ Citizens Award show, the 2020 Culties, I'm nominating today for Best Stream. We have a way to go before the end of the year. Bill said, we all have to behave now so the chat stays monetized. I think it'll still stay monetized. I think we made the cutoff. Sabrina said, but really, how is your morning going so far? It's good. It feels, I got up so early, it feels like the afternoon already. I mean, it's 10. Positively E said, news radio was fantastic, and Joe didn't always go on about the UFC then. That's for sure. What an odd trajectory he had. Enigma said, what? Oh, you want to get me on the Jericho cruise? I don't want to cruise, period. I don't care who. If it was the Merv Griffin cruise, being on the water like that is great. All the food has MSG in it. I'm not crazy. Jordan said, if you want to see a good Halloween costume, check out my Bam Bam Bigelow. Most have seen it, and it made Francine cry. Well, you didn't have to scare her with it. Jack said, I feel you about dressing up as the Hurricane. Back in high school in Maine, I dressed up as Beetlejuice Art Bar for Halloween, and no one got it, as he was in an indie from a Pacific Northwest. Yeah, and also based on Beetlejuice. So everyone's like, isn't it just Beetlejuice? By the way, I was reminded by my advisor, since everyone's liking, apparently it's important that you actually like the video. There's 53 people watching, and 20 people like the video. That tells me the majority of you don't like what you're watching. What the fuck is going on? Make up your minds. And you wonder why there's problems with how we elect leaders in these countries. Think about it. Fucking think about it. This is where your vote counts. People are like, oh, I loved it. What a great stream. Did you like it? No, it doesn't make it different. It makes a difference. Your like matters. Smack down your like. Chris said, it's fine. I've been told way worse. I wore that costume for a whole week straight till my mom told me I could have the costumes as my PJs. That's a good quality costume that you could wear other places. Like you get a nice leather jacket. Like there was a jacket I had when I was Roddy Piper, a leather one. I'm like, I'm going to keep this. Leo said, why are many UFCers so openly right-wing? So many Trump lovers in the MMA world. Maybe that's a good question. I just want to, but I feel like there's people like that in like every walk of life. These people are literally encouraged to yell crazy things. So they often yell those things. I'm sure there's a lot of them that aren't, but then like don't yell it. That makes sense. Not excusing this stuff. It's horrible and stupid. And I think some of them are doing it just for fun, which is pretty stupid if you ask me. Which is just as bad, to be honest with you. Speaking of, the fuck is up with Kirstie Alley? No, not what the fuck is up. I know what the fuck is up. She doesn't know what to do. She's calculating her agents like, you know what? Here's our options. Either you do some Hallmark movies for the rest of your life, maybe some infomercials if we're lucky, or you sign up here and we'll do some weird Christian movies, but they'll pay you really, really well for the rest of your life. Scott Baio and her and James Wood. It's weird. What bothers me is that James Woods and Jon Voight are actually good actors. Like everyone else is like Scott Baio and Kid Rock, and you're like, okay, Kirstie Alley, you're like, yeah, okay. Also, like we don't have to cancel her. We're just like, what would we? You can't cancel someone like Kirstie Alley. I feel like the writing was on the wall at that point. That's why I'm trying to cancel someone like Steve Martin. Blue Meanie said, what about the Vicki Lawrence cruise? I would cruise Vicki Lawrence very well for about a week. Dear Lord. Where are we? Enigma said, there's a Golden Girls charter cruise. How can you pass up that one? I want to be the pool boy. Jasmine Duke said, yes. In reference to what? I don't know. Nell said, imagine being in a cult and not liking the video. That's a shabbily run cult. SM said, preach RJ, hashtag smackdown your like. Enigma said, we need a Masked Singer style election. No names, no parties, just candidates in a mask giving policies. You can just read them online. They're all available. You just have to go look them up. And there's good articles that will compare policies. In Canada, it's more difficult because we have at least 3 to 5 parties running at any given, whatever. And then it gets very confusing because you're like, who are these people? I know the ones I don't like, but I'm not sure about the ones I like. You got to take it upon yourself to fucking read, he said as he had powdered butter on his face. Sink said, damn, somebody disliked because of that. People don't like being told what to do. Well, I would like to tell them to maybe on their own volition go fuck themselves. Blue Meanie said, how much do we want to bet the RJ? How much do we want to bet that RJ was the one person who disliked this video? I did that during my minute of silent disappointment. Amani said, everyone who didn't like the video just got scolded by RJ. And I was scalding too. Positively E said, no one believes you have an advisor. Don't kayfabe us, RJ. I have people who advise me. People are watching right now. They call up and they use aliases. Jordan said, RJ's political promos blow Hannity, O'Reilly, and Jones to shame. I miss, you know what? Lou Dobbs used to look like my grandfather, so I had an affinity for him just watching him. Like I wasn't listening to what he was saying. Oh, and Kirk Cameron. That's right, Val. Thank you for rounding it out. Glenn said, who's worse, Scott Baio or Alyssa Milano? Scott Baio, 100%. And Alyssa Milano dated David. So she's good in my books. She's been through a lot, let's just say. Sean said, I think the things that lead people to a lifestyle that leads them to make money off of shoot fighting are often parallel to the same things that lead people down right-wing path. Yeah, I don't think well thought out is a trait I would use to describe it. Jasmine Duke retracted a message. I'm sure it was scandalous. Val said, Kirk Cameron makes all those feisty, Christy movies, and they make a lot of money, bizarrely. Nail said, fuck Steve Martin and like the video. Leo said, Kirstie Alley was a right-winger and went on Celebrity Big Brother in the UK and is a Scientologist. She looks like my old manager, too. Maybe it was. Blue Meanie said, has anyone checked to see if Willie Ames has disavowed his friendship with Scott Baio? And what about Al? Poor Al Molinaro rolling in his salami-smelling grave. Sabrina said, I'm disliking this video because you're trying to cancel Steve Martin. I'm not trying. He is canceled. He is out. He'll never work again as far as I'm concerned. Banjo boy. Make people laugh. What are you doing all this business for now? Jessamine Duke said, people can dislike. Oh, hold on. Jessamine Duke has the fill in here. People can dislike for whatever reason they want, but the people who like the video need to push the button for it to matter. Your like matters. Jessamine Duke is running for Senate, YouTube Senate. Spot Center said, did you recently call out Nick Gage? No, I didn't. Maybe you're thinking of Nick Cage. I often call out Nick Cage. Tiny Danzig as Tiny Dancer. What? Who's Tiny Danzig? I see. Okay. You've veered off course. I'll give you John Travolta. I don't know. Blue Jean Baby, LA Lady, singer for the band, pretty eyes, she just smiles, you know, the boulevard is not that bad, but she's a ballerina. You must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's with me. She's always with me. She's like a little tiny dancer in my hand. Oh, it feels so real. Lying here with no one near, and only you can hear me as I say softly, slowly, holding me closer, tiny dancer. You know, count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. That was John Travolta as Tiny Danzig as Tiny Dancer. Positively E said, Vicki Lawrence has that wop. That's what I'm hearing. She has it's called a mama. It's an acronym for something else. Bill said, remember when we had the Reform Party? So do I. Yes, I used to do an impression of Preston Manning for 2 weeks. The only interesting thing about Canadian politics. I was very young, but I remember that. Chris said, I mean, Kirstie Alley canceled herself with her film choices. She did all the Look Who's Talking. And she was also in, lest we forget, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Jessamine Duke said it was just a typo. Don't get excited. Too late. Now you got to type something salacious. SM said, I didn't understand the CBC skit on Saturday Night Live last night. Can someone explain it to me? No, because I worked at CBC and I still don't understand it. It was a weird, just a bunch of odd Canadian stereotypes that came out of nowhere with like no real point. I do like that the name of the show was like Hello, Bonjour, or whatever it was. The accents were good. But then I was just like, okay, like, because Canadian television is actually more boring than that. If you want to see an amazing parody of CBC, even though it was done like 40 years ago, but it's still what CBC is like today, the SCTV parodies, if you just Google SCTV CBC, a bunch of shit will pop up. And it was great. And they did it while they were on the CBC too. Sink said, YouTube Senate sounds like an awful job. Good luck, Jessamine. Where did we go? Positively E said, when are you and Jessamine gonna tag team? Who wrestles anymore? Bill said, speaking of, we do tag team when we play video games, and some more Serious Sam will be coming out, and some more Phantasmophobia, that kind of thing. And as always, more Streets of Rage. Jordan said, exchange the lyric dancer for Danzig. Jordan, I think I did a better job than that. Blue Meanie said, hold me closer. Tony Danza, said Judith Light. Glenn said, what would a tag team with Jessamine be called? Well, people always do like Duke City or Arquette City. People just really bastardize the city name there, you know. There was a wrestler named Ashley Six, and we were going to team together as Six and the City. It was pretty cute. Spot Center said, Why didn't Freddie Boom Boom Washington have his notebook handy? He was in school, for Pete's sake. And who's Pete? Pete Townsend. And he was, everyone was really worried about him. So it was really for his sake. Blue Meanie said, Kirstie Alley was my crush in summer school. She had some years where she stole my heart. And as a kid, I was not that fond of Shelley Long. But then as I got older, I went, I understand. She's someone who I would have wanted to be in a relationship with. She was the more stable. Not to say she was stable. She was just more stable. Sean said, yes, but Robin Curtis was way better than Kirstie Alley. So was Ricardo Montalban. Green said she was a terrible Vulcan, one of the worst Vulcans of all time. Bill said, bonjour, hi. It was real stereotypical. Yeah, it was. Nail said, we need more cult members for more emojis. Oh, yeah, we're getting close. We are getting close. Turn your name green, people. I wonder if David ever worked out how to join. I assure you he didn't. Sabrina said, what are your Netflix recommendations? I believe it's on Netflix. Documentary Now. I feel like I recommend it once a week at this point. Po Girl Shine said, good morning. Love you guys. Blue Meanie said, I want to see RJ City star in a remake of Rockula. I think I would be good at the Cop Rock, whatever that thing was. I would be good at that too. Sean said, where is David this morning? I'm just gonna, where are you? He was scrolling Instagram probably. Leo said, do you still have a crush on Francine? She's a lot more like a mentor who I have a crush on, as opposed to just, some random person. She's been a guiding light in my career. Jessamine Duke said, hashtag Duke City doesn't wrestle, video games only. That's for sure. Yet, still very physically difficult, hard on the hands. Positively E said, SNL? What's more American than randomly attacking the wrong country? Remember when But America did that with South Park? They did the Blame Canada thing. They thought it was funny. And then everyone in Canada was like, okay, we're not insulted or honored. We're just like, okay. You just ran out of shit to crit. I mean, I get the absurdity of it, but then Canada's just like, all right, this is fine. It's okay. We're right here. We see the same shit you do. We're basically a part of you. Jordan said, Meanie. Oh, I lost it. Meanie likes that beehive hair. Who doesn't? That Del Rubio kind of thing. Nell said, David will call you and crash the stream. Don't text you. That's true. I remember when he did that and I got really mad at him. Amani said, makes sense why they use City, because imagine the team name being Jessamine City or RJ Duke. RJ Duke sounds like a wealthy, like an oil baron. My name is RJ Duke. It is a pleasure to see you. You hear the sound of that cattle? That's my cattle. And pretty soon the railroad's going to come right through this town. And smack dab on that steam train, the name RJ Duke. Just going to have a meeting with the town folk. Danny said, since my birthday is tomorrow, can you please sing Monster Mash? So weird. I was working in the lab late one night when a thing had to happen was a terrible fight. Fuck it. I'm going to look up the lyrics. I'm interested in what the lyrics are. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld such an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the monster mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. It caught on in a flash. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. He did the mash. They did the monster mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash. It caught on in a flash. They did the mash. All right, let me skip the fucking choruses. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman Dracula and his son. The scene was rocking. All were digging the sounds. Igor unchained, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker 5. Out from his coughing, Drax's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. He opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?" Now everything's cool. Drax a part of the band, and my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant. What? For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to the door, tell them Boris sent you. And at the end, he says, "Mash, good, easy, Igor. You impetuous young boy." Speaking of impetuous young boys, with 5 minutes left to go, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Arquette. Aaron said, "I'm definitely singing backup right now." I know, that's one of those songs where I'd rather sing backup than the main part. Glenn said, "So who is short enough to be Scott Kahn's stunt double?" It's father, James. Jimmy Kahn. Jordan wants to know if SM is actually Steve Martin. Excellent theory. David is here. Blue Meanie, in celebration of David being here, is doing the meanie dance and then farting, as Blue often does. Nail said, "Okay, enough David attention. Enough David attention. We don't want to accept RJ. You're very handsome." David is showing that he's bipartisan by using both red and blue hearts. Bill said, "I can see Vincent Price dancing right now to the Monster Mash." But that wasn't him who sang it. Also, I'd like to point out, that's not the Monster Mash. It's a song about the Monster Mash. Really. You know? You know those songs? You know what I'm talking about? Nail said, "David, you must watch the stream from the start if you can. The songs have been amazing." David said, "True. RJ needs the attention." David said, "And is a handsome young man. I'm an impetuous young man. That I'll say." Jordan said, "Chris, I call anything post Danzig the Misfits." I really don't. When I hear Misfits, I think WCW. David, are you still friends with Crazy Town? Come, my lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar baby, those people. Nail said, "This has been the best morning ever." Sink said, "Similar to how the time warp is about once again doing the time warp." Yes, correct. Jack said, "For the very last 60 seconds of your stream today, please act like you're doing your level best to ignore our increasingly embarrassing behavior. Maybe try and explain it away in a flustered manner." Okay, so then we have 2 minutes left, and then we're going to have a minute of that. Perfect. So let me make this coffee as quickly as I can. Let me see if we can. There we are there. We're back. And yes, I have socks on because it's fucking cold in here. But now I'm all hot. Okay. Trying to do this as quickly as I can. That's a good ending. 3. David said, "Not really. Tribes." Oh, they tried to get them to use the song in the documentary with paying something reasonable, but they didn't play ball. Well, maybe you should call them Asshole Town. I'm adding them to the list too. Fuck Crazy Town and their butterflies and sugar ladies and shit. I don't need that in my life. And the songs were just fine. There's fucking Carly Simon in the documentary. Fucking crazy. The Crazy Town, there's no Carly Simon. Bunch of assholes. You know who probably listens to Crazy Town? Mark Ruffalo. There we go. There we go. We'll leave this for the next day. We have maybe 30 seconds left before the final minute of embarrassment begins. Everyone get ready. It was lovely talking to you all. David said he's tired. I implore you to have a nap at 10:30 in the afternoon. Sabrina said, "David, be here next Sunday, please, so I can request another Eminem song." Blue Meanie said, "I saw Crazy Town get booed off stage at Ozfest. They sped up their songs to get off the stage quicker." That's shit I do. Like, let's take it home, kids. Spot Center said, "We all said fuck Crazy Town." There's 5 seconds left. Okay, here comes the embarrassment, and then we'll get out of here. They're just having a good time. It's fine. Guys, can you? Sorry. they're wacky. Sorry. Hey, you guys, calm down. Whoa. Oh, God, that's it? That was a minute? Oh, that went by so fast. That was so much fun. David said, there's a history there. A member of my crew, Kids Gone Bad, held a gun against our protest to shoot the lead singer of Scott Kahn's head at graffiti battle. True story. Jesus. Yeah, there is a history there. And it's impetuous. Dear Lord, these kids, they're also adults gone bad. They were all over 18. Dear Lord. Take it easy, guys. Let's all just have a nice time. Amani say another long week. Geez, that's going fast. David said, give that man an Oscar. And with that recommendation, I'll never get one. That is the show. Let's take one final look. Thank you for the songs and the requests and these wonderful anatomical isolation pouch underwear. Godspeed and God bless. Fuck Crazy Town.